Welcome everybody to a special White Lightning episode of Lockdown 23 in 1. That's right, what I call every single water bottle I see in the courtroom. The notorious White Lightning. And for anybody that doesn't know, it's prison wine recooked into like a moonshine. Pretty long process and kind of hard to get away with unless you're in a prison where no guards are around. But it's cool that I found a video showing this because now every time I say it, y'all have a better idea of it. Not to mention a bunch of other clips from lockup that's gonna blow your mind. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this type of content, all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Can you imagine how much easier time would be if you had a good gaming console in your cell? Well, a lot of prisons, believe it or not, actually sell them. But this is the first time I've ever seen an inmate with a Nintendo Switch.
What's poppin', world? It's Free Me, Cha-Ching, coming to you live from the prison. I just wanted y'all to know, I was the first rapper in prison with a Nintendo Switch. They've been talking, but I've been getting money the whole time. Feel me?
What's he playing? Is that Street Fighter? Maybe Dragon Ball Z? Man, oh man, this guy's living it up in that cell. He had that gold chain around his neck and everything. Wow.
Holla at your boy. Free Me. Cha-ching.
Ah! Free me! Cha-ching! But if I had that in my cell, God, I would never come out. I probably never would have became a poker player. Actually, I don't know. Nothing better than that rush you get from gambling. Now the next clip is with the same individual. He's going to show you a little bit of the bathrooms that they have to use in that cell block. Also, it's going to lead me into my next clip of possibly the worst prison cell or jail cell I have ever seen in my life. But first, let's check out these bathrooms.
That's what I mean when I tell you my money penitentiary shower dirty.
My money's penitentiary shower dirty. Oh yeah, the notorious rust drip from the mirror. Seen that numerous times, huh? Is that shower stall with no, toilet stall with no toilets? Man, that shower is rough. That bathroom definitely is not the best. If I were to guess, a couple rats and roaches coming out of those holes at night. I was sleeping on the floor of a jail cell block and every single night. That was my biggest fear, was those roaches crawling on me. Every night they came out and they were massive. They called it the dungeon down there. I'll never forget it. But little did I know that that wasn't going to be the worst cell that I'd see. And with that being said, look, this next clip, it hurt me to watch it. Nobody should be living in something like this.
Alright, so this is what cell 2 looks like in Nate County Jail. Above the shower there you can see there's mold, mildew. Water drips down right there.
Right off the break, man, can you imagine being in a cell filled with black mold? You know, them spores, I believe that's what they call them, they float around everywhere. You can't even see them. And it can cause a whole bunch of health issues if you're living in that stuff 24/7. Special workers, they have to go into these type of places with masks. So to see inmates in here living all day and night, it really hurts me, man. They shouldn't be nowhere near this cell. And this is coming from 2017. It's a little old, but modern at the same time.
Yeah, they get the newspaper guys.
Inside the shower, water's leaking everywhere.
Yeah, they've had the newspaper guys here on the shoulder. That's the shower head?
The floor of the shower isn't too bad, but they...
So it looks like a big metal tank surrounded by concrete. That's their shower. And that thing is absolutely filthy. That is definitely the worst shower I have ever seen. I'd check out that cell block. I'd tell the deputies one of those guys is my enemies. Take my chances in a different one, right? Man, that place is horrible. And why are the deputies showing this? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe they're trying to get some more funding. They said we're gonna put everything on blast till they get that few $100 million to make a new jail. And badges and stripes. CO's looking fancy all of a sudden after this video.
The showers stop up all the time, water comes out. You can see there's writing all over the walls.
Good job.
Then on the back wall.
People get buried in a better place than this. But I was in a cell just like this with writing all over the walls, but when I first went in there, there wasn't. All there was a little piece of paint being peeled, and behind the paint you could see a picture. It was about the size of a softball, so me and my celly, we started peeling it, man, and the more we peeled, the more this mural showed its face, and man, it led to us drinking so much coffee and smoking cigarettes that we peeled the whole damn cell. And the murals behind it were so many naked women, it blew our mind. It was like we were in a damn strip club, you know, for gang members. Gang signs and naked women, bud leaves and everything all over the cell. And then I'll never forget, the lieutenant came in. He said, "What the hell y'all are paying for this?" And it was a reception center. So we were like, man, we just came in the cell. It was like this already. They couldn't put blame on us for that.
See, they're writing all over the walls.
Good job.
But these guys are hugged up, sleeping on the walls of this joint. They got like 3 or 4 people in this little box.
And on the back wall, high condensation back there is always
They told me the last guy though,
You did hear me about the deathly allergic to that mold, right?
This is mold.
correct. Water really pools up along the base of these walls.
I'm getting a little wheezy watching it.
About a gallon a day.
About a gallon.
About a gallon a day.
Damn, where these guys come from? And who's this guy right here with that hairdo to the left? Yup, and the sheets are up, face covered. Something fishy might be going on in this cut. But can you imagine the smell of mold mixed with 7 other dudes' deuce droppings? In that little tiny box? Condensation on the walls, they're getting cooked like a bag of white lightning.
Yeah.
Condensating off the wall.
It fills 2 of these blankets a day.
And what do you do with the people
Wow.
who are allergic to the black mold like me? Number 9 on the allergy scale of the mold. I get it, I'll die. But now I'm stuck in here with it. So, what do you do about that? Just let us die, right? Cool.
Many people would have said you shouldn't have committed the crime, bro. If you got stage 9 allergy levels, you know damn well some of them things are gonna be in jail waiting for you. But yeah, you shouldn't be, nobody should be living in something like this.
You what, Bruce?
Ventilation vents up there,
Oh, yeah.
they're all clogged up.
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing
That's a
to
good problem right there.
White.
Is the air coming out of the ventilation system is just as dirty as the air that's still in here.
And then the vent up there,
Where at? Right here? Oh, yeah.
the black
It's all
mold there.
clogged up.
All around it.
Delicious looking.
And can you talk a little bit about the inmates' access to water?
Well, they have 2 ways of getting water. One, through the shower, which I know you guys cook your ramen noodles and stuff that way, right? Because the water gets really hot.
Creating hot and you.
And the other one is right there under that sink. Over the toilet. Get off the door!
Funny how it ended. Get off the door. Them COs hate it when you donkey kick them cell doors, man. It reverberates in their brain. You kick the door when they walk past and their head literally goes like this. Nah, I'm just playing. But look, this county jail is called Dent. Never heard of it, man. Hopefully they got this thing remodeled. I'd rather stay in the, I forget what state it was from, but the tractor trailer jails. Remember that one, man? That place was like a giant tuna can inside. Everything was shining. But yeah, I'd much rather do time in that than this. Also, you might have missed it, but he said that the condensation from the walls is so much that it fills up a state blanket like a rag 2 times. That is a lot of condensation, man. I can't even imagine. But it's going to bring me into my next clip. The brewing of the notorious white lightning. All right, before I press play, let me break down a little bit of what's going on. In prison, to make this wine, it takes time. By fermenting, hopefully that's the right word, fruit and sugar, all that stuff, sitting in a bag cooking for days. And as you can see, the bucket's lined with the bag. That's what you hold the wine in, because you have to burp it like twice a day. As it cooks, it releases these fumes and makes the bag swell up. When inmates open up that bag to release the pressure, it makes the whole entire cell block smell like straight booze. You get pulled over in there, you're getting a DUI. But that's just the process to cook basic wine. Now, in order to get the white lightning, they gotta recook the wine, and all that condensation that comes up from that cook, they trap it, put it in a little container, and call it white lightning. And this rope looking thing right here is a jerry-rigged electrical core attached to 2 pieces of metal, and they plug it in, and that's how they get the wine or water, anything boiling. It's called a stinger, and it comes in many variations. Turning prison wine into white lightning / moonshine. dipping the stinger in, and this is the little side bag or chamber that they're gonna trap the white lightning in. Whatever condensates out of that cook will drip in over there. And there it is. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a bag holding a little bit of it. Just as clear as a melted Antarctic ice cube. Now, white lightning's one thing, but you gotta have something good to eat after sipping something like that. Some fried chicken. Oh, man. Put some Frank's Red Hot on them puppies. Be right as rain. That's a lonely little wing there. Nothing like a little batter to start it off. Rub in some mustard, huh? I ain't never seen that before. Now, they're making full-fledged commercials in here with this fried chicken, man. Look at this guy's cell, man. He's got cut chicken thighs here in his sink, a whole stack of eggs, peppers, onions, and I guess he's got the chicken marinating. Unreal. I think I've reacted to one of this guy's videos in the past, but I haven't seen this one. This is unreal. Look at that makeshift skillet he's got. Blows my mind every time I see it. It's hooked up to the light. Got the wires spliced. Electricity, man. That's how everybody cooks everything. Man. Was he cooking for the whole cell block? Ain't no way he's gonna be able to eat it. He's gotta be hustling this food. God, imagine the smell coming from his cell. The COs wouldn't know what to do. They're so used to trying to smell a cigarette around, trying to catch someone smoking that they're like, man, hold on. And it's always smelling like a hibachi in here, man. We gotta shake you down. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's lineup of clips. I know I did, but just remember this. If you say, hey, I don't care if I get in trouble, I get to go to prison, find me a little Nintendo Switch, fry me some chicken. Everything that you've seen in this video is extremely hard to get. Except for one thing, and that's a shitty, falling apart, mold-ridden jail cell. You'll be able to get your hands on one of those way before anything else. So stay your ass at home, fry your chicken in the kitchen, and play your Nintendo Switch with your kids. Or yourself, it doesn't matter. But stay tuned, the next video I believe is going to be about an inmate losing his life, unfortunately, once again, in prison. But this one's sad because it was his friend from the streets he grew up with that ended up killing him. And he had no remorse. What he said after the fact will blow your mind. Anyways, the only way to make sure you don't miss any of this stuff is by hitting that notification bell and send it to all. But until the next time, as always, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.